Hello, folks. Welcome to Batman Radio. You're tuned in with your host, the one and only notorious Batman, Tyree Sneed. All right, how's everybody doing out there today? I don't really know what I want to talk about today, so when in doubt, I generally talk about God and His message and His power and His glory, right? Because that's what's relevant. You know, I mean, like I said, I'm starting to get more involved, talking to more people, talking to a lot of people about God and about life and about my purpose here and what I'm doing. Um, like I said, my goal is just to try to get as many people involved as I can in a positive light, in a positive way. And that's why we can't have anything but positivity here. And that's my number one rule and my advice to people. If you're trying to build something and do something positive in a positive light, especially for others that helps people, man, don't let other people get involved who are not positive people. Just don't do it. You understand? Because you can kind of tell. That's my cape saying hi. You can kind of tell, who's who and who's positive and who's not and who wants to see you win. But like I said, all of this has a purpose. It has a major purpose. It has a major place, and it's extremely relevant. I am the most relevant in the game. I do not operate off my ego, and I'm not on YouTube to have back and forth with YouTubers or have fake YouTube competitions. Been there, done that. I won every time. All right. What I'm here to do is make a difference in people's lives. Hold on while I tell my honey Christina I'm live. Hold on. All right, I let her know. Love you, honey. Think she's still going through stuff. But just know that I love you and I'm here. All right. Every step of the way. But yeah, like I said, I mean, like I said, when I talk, man, and it's a hard position to be in sometimes because I try to watch what I say, not because I have to, but like I try to be respectful to everybody and a good guy. You know what I mean? I think some people love it, some people don't. I really care less, but at the end of the day, like I said, we have a lot of problems in communities all over the United States. And at the end of the day, the fact is that nobody does anything about it, right? We all know what it is. It's the elephant in the room that nobody wants to really talk about or recognize or acknowledge. But we're way past that point, and we're at the point that we just don't have a choice. I understand? So it is what it is. And a lot of that has to do with me, and that's where I come in. And the coolest part is that I'm never going to run out of work. I'm going to constantly be busy, right, and have a job to do because, well, like I said, nobody else will do it. Nobody else can. In the Batman films, she asks him. She says, Selena Kyle, Catwoman, asks him, "Why do you have to do this?" Blah blah blah. There's my homie. And he tells her because nobody else can, which is the reality and the truth. Nobody else can do these things. I'm really tired of, I don't even want to say so much that it's that people aren't wanting to do it. I think it's honestly a lot of it is the way the system is built. I'm not blaming anybody. Okay. What I'm asking for is for unity, which I think we're getting a little bit. Not gonna get asking is one. And I'm nobody, man. I'm just a regular dude. I'm a regular civilian, but I feel like I have a voice, you know. I feel like I've earned mine and earned my respect. Man, my cape is all over me right now. Uh, but yeah, like I said, I mean, ah, cooperate. There we go. My cape has a mind of its own. So yeah, like I said, we have a lot of issues, right? In communities, neighborhoods, whatever, suburbs, in the hood, ghettos, all over America, right? And all over the world. And the purpose is just to bring my influence in to change things because, like I said, nobody else can do it. It's all positive, you know what I mean? It's not all nicey nice though. There's nothing sweet, but just understand it's all positive and just things have to change. I'm worried about other cities and other states. I'm concerned about Austin. I'm concerned about Dallas. I'm concerned about Houston. I'm concerned about places in Florida like Orlando. This is getting irritating. What's up with this today? Come on, Kate. I have tied it wrong because it came off. But I'll fix it later. I'm not worried about it. There's a lot of wind. But yeah, like I said, nobody is used to a Batman just pulling up out of nowhere. Nobody expects that. You know what I mean? Criminals don't expect that. Civilians don't expect it. I mean, it's just the facts at the end of the day. I'm the real Batman. I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm here to shake things up. Even God told me that's my job and purpose. And everybody's just going to kind of have to put up with it. you know, you're either with me or you're against me. And if you go against me, you go against God. So it's all fun and games for me because this is what I was born to do. This is what I like to do. This is my energy, and this is who I am. But like I said, I'm always going to bring a positive change, positive influence. I'm going to do my best to. There we go. We had another person wave, gave me the peace sign. Like I said, it's getting big, man. I mean, everybody is a fan. Everybody is supportive in some sense. Like I said, I'm not a greedy guy. Like I'm not rich with cash at all. I'm poor. You know what I mean? But like we want to try to get some outside investing. We want to try to get financial support on here as much as we can. There we go. Another I told you. It's everybody, man. I don't do this for money, but I kind of do in the sense of like money for my survival, of course. And that's all. I don't need to justify anything. I mean, I know who I am. I've done a lot for everybody, and I think God is going to provide and give me, in tenfold back everything that I've put out in the universe. You know what I mean? A lot of times when I'm struggling, I just kind of be quiet about it. So I'm learning to start expressing myself and opening my mouth a little more, but all this experience has taught me a lot. And I was talking to my friend right now about all of it, and I was like, these people stole my inheritance, right? Allegedly, Carly Fiorina did, who's my aunt, okay, and was the CEO of Hewlett Packard and ran for president of the United States. And I'm the nephew, right? And allegedly, that's what I believe happened. I mean, it's common sense. You know what I mean? And there was definite alleged tampering, allegedly, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I just think God is going to bless me. There's another hawk. I think God is going to give me everything that I, deserve and is rightfully mine. That's all. But me, I'm not even focused on any of that right now. I focus on what's in front of me, So I just try to stay focused with what I'm doing. I work hard. I train hard. I am the real thing. I do the real thing. And it is what it is. Nobody can stop because it's God's will. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, all I would say is, don't underestimate my power. Don't underestimate the power of God ever. It would be a huge mistake on your part. But I already know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm a prophet. I see the future. I predict the future all the time. I can just see what's coming, man. But I'm telling you right now, when he gives me this money, if I get this money, good luck. And there's going to be a lot of villains who are angry and mad. You understand? Because they know my power. You know, all I need is the budgeting now. All I need is the money. You know, hopefully we can start getting some everybody to try to support with donations on here a little bit. Uh, you know, the more money that I get, I don't just save this money just for me to get by and get what I need and, you know, and eat, do stuff like that. And it helps me I use money as a tool to build what I'm building. So that's the thing, you know, the more support that we get financially, the more it enables me to do my job, right? On the level that I want to do my job at. What the hell is that noise? You know, so it is what it is. Like I said, you know, people can help fund this, and that's, you know, to me the fun, cool part of it. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody's accelerating towards the bat. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, you got some people who are Batman fans. You got some people who probably despise Batman. Don't really care. I am not a caricature or some action figure. I am not dressed as Batman. I am Batman, boy. And this is what I do for a career. And this is my job. And trust me, it is not an easy job at all. All right. And it takes a lot of strength and a lot of willpower. I did 11 muscle ups today, which is absolutely incredible and a record for me. That means getting above the bar. Yeah, I did 11. I'll edit the video and put it up. Pretty excited about that. I just like that I keep making progress. It's incredible to me. I mean, if you check my rap sheet and my history on here, I have not stopped making strength progress this entire time. I mean, it was in a span of several months this year that I really started climbing. But I mean, in these 2 years, I mean, I've gotten just ridiculous, dude. I was already strong, but I got beyond strong. People used to look at me and they're like, man, you're a big dude. Like when I would work out, like if I go to the gym, I fill out more. But this type of working out, I believe, builds muscle to the bone, and it's just perfect. It's perfect for what I need to do. It builds a different kind of strength, and that's all I'm saying. Like when I was working in Austin cooking, I was huge, but I was a big guy, but I wasn't strong like I am now. You know, now I'm more trained. I'm trained by God. I've been taught a lot by God, and keep my ears open and I listen, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm so confident you could put me against the most elite soldier you could find, Marine, Army, Navy SEAL, Air Force, no matter whoever, bro, I'm stronger than them. I'm telling you right now, I'm stronger, I'm quicker, I'm faster, and I have a lot more mental strength and endurance, and I'm more resilient. It's just the truth. So, I mean, like I said, my videos will continue to exemplify this. It's not to do anything, it's not to stun on anyone. It's just to prove a point that I thought I had already proved a long time ago. You know, it's to prove the point because it has to be proven, not because of any other purpose than moving forward from that point and premise, right, to build more. You know, we kind of got to figure out what's what. I mean, you know, I'm a one-man army. You know what I mean? So it's like the whole point of all this, I have to be stronger than everybody put together, man. And that's what I train for. That's why you see me train so consistently. I just wanted to give myself a break, so I'm working on still trying to do that, but it's very hard for me because I have a lot of ambition and I like to maintain and keep building these strength levels. It's been incredibly hot lately. I think it was like 104 degrees yesterday, and I was playing ball, and I could feel it, and it's not good for your system, you know, but it just is what it is with me. I really don't have a choice. You know, I got to do what I got to do. That's the way I feel. And I was talking to my friend. I was like, I guess I am really immortal, you know, because I was out there playing ball in it for like hours, you know. So Batman can handle heat. I've proven I can handle cold and freezing temperatures. I mean, what else is there really to prove, man? You know what I mean? I've proven that I can handle anything literally that's thrown at me. So, I mean, that's pretty powerful. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm glad that we're getting honks. I'm glad that people support it. I hope that people will support it financially just because I'm trying to climb out of this whatever that I've been dealing with and get where I need to be with this, you know. More funding I get, I can get bicycles, I can get what I need to move around. I have the phone holder already, so I won't have to buy one of those. I don't think. I just take it off and put it on another bike. They be selling bikes for like 55 something dollars to 100 to 200 at these different places. You know, the bikes just help me to get around. I really wish that I can't wait for the day I get enough money again when I can get like the electric engines and maybe gas engines or whatever, but be able to put the engines on the bicycles. You know, I really just want an electric scooter again. So, and if anybody has one, if you want to give it away or donate it, you're more than welcome to do that to me. You're just going to have to find me and give it to me, I guess. But that's what I need, man. I need something that'll buzz around and zip around. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll take what I can get at this point. You know what I mean? Beggars can't be choosy. I'm always grateful and grateful for everything that God gives me, and I think that's why God put me through this experience. Been Batman for what, 2+ years now. Learned a lot, man. Learned a lot, seen a lot, done a lot, been through a lot. Been cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So me, I just try to get prepared for the future. And like I said, we're gonna have to build whole new suits that are a lot more functional, comfortable is the main thing, and protective. You know, but they're gonna have to have like full coverage and everything. So, like I said, I mean, I makeshift everything. I did all this by myself. I funded the whole thing by myself out of my own pocket. It's pretty impressive, man. The fact that I've kept it going even when I had nothing, and God really does provide, man. You know, that's why I say keep faith and just believe in God. You know what I mean? But I know God has a large purpose for me, and it's to save the world literally. And I mean, He's told me that word for word, and to save people and save life. So that's what all this is for, man. It's always for a purpose, man. It's never a waste of time. You know what I mean? My hard work will not go to waste. I refuse to let it go to waste or be in vain. So, and God told me it won't be in vain. So it is what it is. So, like I said, I'll be back in a minute. Show me support if you can, please, financially. That is what we need right now. And it's just that simple. Check out the channel. You will like it, and I'll be back. Easy.